These children were abandoned by both parents. Yes, their father abandoned them and left. Life got worse that even their mother, who was left, abandoned them when they needed her the most. They struggled with life alone, but their mother returned. She was playing both the mother and father roles, but recently got sick. Her body is so weak that she can't easily walk and spends her days lying on the bed. How do these children survive since their mother is sick and their father abandoned them? What happened to this mother after her return? And what is the future of these young children? My name is Pascaline. I delivered 4 children and then adopted another one whom I've been raising. But we are struggling with life. This mother says they live a normal good life. Not a luxurious life, but still not struggling like they are right now. They lived with her husband and they had a happy family until when the husband decided to abandon them. The husband left when she had no job, and apart from having no job, she suffered from epilepsy. She needed daily medication, children needed food and school fees, plus paying rent, yet she was unemployed. And she also made a decision of going away from these children. After struggling with life and failing to provide, I couldn't find any solution to the problems I had. Then took an indecent idea of abandoning them. But after a period of almost 2 weeks, I thought of it and realized it was a big mistake I was making. Then returned. But since my return, I have been sick. So ill that there is nothing I can do as my body is weak and I spend my days here. Most of her children are still young. Some of them still come to her asking her for food whenever they're hungry, not knowing that she can't help. But as a mother, she comforts them, reminding them that she'll get better and everything would soon get in order.
Ma,
but she has no hope within herself. She's not sure if she'll come back soon and look after her children before they die, as she's here worried that they might die of hunger. I'm under difficult conditions. I'm too weak to even work. The house rent is due and the landlord will soon evict me from the house, yet I have nowhere else to go. We used to have a good life, but since the day the husband abandoned us, everything went south. Though they were not living like this when the husband was still here, he was an abusive parent who was always drunk most of the time and often beat everyone in the house whenever he returned late at night. And on one hand, not seeing him here is something positive, for he was a careless parent who no one loved. The only positive thing he could do was providing. I can't even explain the reason why he left or the place where he went. He seemed to be having trauma, and one day he went as if he was going to work, as he used to do every morning. We waited hoping he would return late at night as always. But days, weeks and months went by, and we realized he might not return. And for that same reason, she can't explain how she had also chose to abandon her children, knowing that their dad wasn't around and no one else was here to look after them. But thank God, she met some friends along the way who prayed for her and helped her to understand once again why a family matters. From there, she came back to her senses and came back here, hence finding when her children had become like street children, due to having spent time alone with no parents to guide them. What makes the situation even more complicated is that she's not the only one who is sick, but some of her children are also battling with some illnesses.
Afite ikibazo nyine cyo mu mutwe n'akaboko n'urutugu ni paralysis.
Another child who's having some health problems is Jean-Claude, the little boy whom she picked one day when he was still young and was abandoned from there. She brought him here and made him feel at home, and he's one of her children. I was walking one morning while selling some corn, as I was a street vendor, and I found him seated alone and picked him up. So I took on the initiative of looking for his parents, but I couldn't find any, and that's how I brought him here to join others. Since she has a good, loving heart, it's not her first time picking a child on street. That's when she picked another baby on street, went on asking and looking for his parents, and finally found them. But this time around, it seems like she won't find any of this little boy's parents. And she's here willing to try and do like what any other mother can do to her children. He's the firstborn in this house, and since his mother got sick, he's been assigned to take care of almost everything. He has to wake up earlier before others, clean and organize everything, then goes to fetch water. At a young age, he's got the responsibility of an adult, and he's really doing his best. Life is difficult. I always do whatever I can for us to survive, since the first day when parents abandoned us. I had to gather some metals and sell them so as to afford food for us, and sometimes I would beg and ask people to support us. This family is experiencing a complicated life as their father abandoned them, whereas their mother too did the same, though she later returned. They need food to survive. They need even good mattresses, since they have one that is too old, which they both sleep on, and sometimes others wait for their siblings to wake up so that they can sleep. Their mother needs treatment since the back was broken and has spent most of her days sleeping. Apart from food, children also need school fees so that they would start going to school. They need money for rent, and the list goes on. We can help this family to get treatment, school fees, and food by donating on givinglife.com and save their lives. Within the heart of a family lies a boundless reservoir of courage. It is love that empowers us to face any challenge, knowing that we have an unbreakable bond to lean on. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah, and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.